Guys, welcome to another edition of Talking Recruiting here on Friday nights in Carolina. Tonight, we're joined by three-star class of 2021 outside linebacker / defensive end, Isaiah Pipkin out of Wake Forest High School. Isaiah, welcome to the show.
I appreciate it.
Isaiah, first off, congratulations on your commitment to Arizona State. Talk about how the recruiting process was for you and what ultimately led to your decision to commit to the Sun Devils.
Well, like I said before, I just want to start with saying thank you for having me on the show today. But the recruitment process for me was, it started out probably right about after football season ended. So I want to say about the first week into January, excuse me. And from then it just built up as the days went by, and of course the whole pandemic thing kind of just slowed it down just a little bit, just because we weren't able to go to the practices in the mornings or having 7-on-7, so I wasn't able to meet the coaches face to face. But the recruiting process for me was I want to say steady. I don't have any complaints about it. The decision for me to go to Arizona State was kind of based on the fact that I was born there, so it's kind of like my home away from home almost, if that makes sense. And I have family out there as well, and looking at Arizona State, not just from a football standpoint, but from a education standpoint, it was kind of based around what I wanted to do, when football was over. So I think that played a key role as well.
Very good. How much of a factor was Herm Edwards in your decision? Not everybody can say they're playing for a former NFL head coach.
Yes, sir. So I think that when the Arizona State contacted me, that was kind of the biggest thing that stood out to me. One of the biggest things that stood out to me was that I'd be coached by a former head football coach. So something like that, that always plays a big factor. But for me, it was kind of on the list of the long list that was good about ASU.
What do you want to tell Sun Devil Nation about you and what kind of player they're going to be seeing on the field on Saturdays?
For me, you're going to see a player that never gives up. I'm gonna put the grind in the weight room, the classroom, on the field. So for me personally, you're going to see a player that perseveres through everything. You're never going to see me quit. I'll never put anything down.
You run a 4.5 40, so you've got the blazing fast speed.
Yes, sir.
But what stood out to us is the outstanding instincts you have already. The way you make plays, you just make it seem so seamless. What, if any, has the Arizona State, coaching staff, how have they talked about how they want to use you on defense?
As I talked to the defensive staff throughout this whole process, I'm pretty sure, going in, that, probably about my first year, I'm pretty sure they'd have me at that DN position, but probably just a little bit of flex position, so I'd be able to cover just a little bit on the outside, probably that rush end position. So I know. So from talking to the coaches or whatnot, so I'd probably play that rush end position.
Okay, Isaiah. Final question:
Yes,
what are your goals for the upcoming season?
My goals for the upcoming season, I want to lead our conference in tackles, sacks, fumble recoveries. Try to be maybe top 5 interceptions if possible. And I know not such me for a personal goal, but as a team goal, we want to go to states again. That's the ultimate goal. Try to get another ring. So for me personally, I want to go probably maybe top 3 in the state in tackles. Maybe top three in the state in fumble recoveries and fumbles and sacks. So just that high expectation.
No doubt. Every season at Wake Forest is championship or bust.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So Isaiah, thank you so much for joining us tonight, and we will definitely see y'all this season.
Yes,
Best
sir.
luck to you and your team this season.
I appreciate it.
All right, take care.
Yes, sir.